Hi lovely people, I'm Laura, Menopause, and I've proved you can thrive rather than just survive during the menopause. And I'm here today to talk to you about, is it lifestyle or is it menopause? I'm in no way saying today that menopause symptoms aren't real or that we're not going through a tough time, but how much of it is to do with the lifestyle that we lead? Let's face it, we live in a quite toxic culture where we're literally go, go, go. We're operating 24/7. We're trying to scroll through our emails while navigating various different bits of social media. We have financial pressures. We're often called the sandwich generation because as women, we're going through the menopause later and we're kind of sandwiched between teenagers and elderly relatives that we need to care for. So it can be a challenging time. You know, is it brain fog or is it the fact that we're constantly on our phones, and phones can have an impact on mental health? They can even affect concentration and memory and our ability to innovate. So which things are important? We're also disconnected from nature's cycles, so that can affect circadian rhythms and sleep. Even when it comes to food, so I don't know whether you know, but when you digest food, part of the digesting process is affected by the preparation and engagement with the raw food. But because food's so processed, we obviously lose that, and that can help our digestion and breaking down food. Also, a lot of our diet is, like I say, processed or high in sugar, and we know that that's difficult to navigate during the menopause because our ability to process carbs and sugars changes. So we've got all of this going on around us, and really this has an impact on our brains. Our brains were not designed to operate in this way with all of this constant stress around us. We were designed to have small bursts of adrenaline, but then to have periods of recovery. And what we're finding is that about 7 out of 10 of us are stuck in a permanent stress response cycle. And this has an impact in menopause because with the drop in estrogen, which helps to regulate cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone, it's even more important to slow down and take things easy. Now, personally, I feel that menopause is a beautiful time to address all of these things and to think about these lifestyle factors. I see it as an awakening, a time for a new you. You may have got to this point getting away with lots, but now is a time when you cannot. Rest is not a luxury, it's a necessity, especially as you navigate all of the symptoms of menopause. And it's a time to put in place boundaries around people, around what you do, around technology, because you're a little bit more vulnerable at this time of life. And I think the problem is that we have this pressure of our culture where, rest is seen as not being, something that should be top of our agenda. It's all about do, but we have to fight against that during menopause and fashion a new way. And that's one of the things that we look at in our Menopause Mastery course. We do things like values elicitation. We look at you, we look at where you're heading, and we look at all of those impacts on your lifestyle that may or may not be serving you. So that's really my talk today, is just to talk about all of those lifestyle factors and how it's sometimes important to think about the kind of environment we're living in and the impact that it's going to have on menopause. And remember the stories that we've been given, it doesn't necessarily have to be this way. I've found that this time of my life, I've started a business, I'm thriving, and I'm much more confident and bold in terms of what I need to do. So it doesn't always have to be an end. As sometimes we see menopause, it can be the beginning of something new. Hope you've enjoyed my video. Tune in next week to the next topic, and I will speak to you soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye.